This is the official Cider review. We spent 4 weeks toiling over this.
I did
Cider.
nothing. I did absolutely nothing.
Adam did nothing.
I came from class today and I just got to drink this cider. That's it.
But he was here in spirit. I think when we were all mixing it, we were
thinking about it.
Yeah, we were thinking about him.
I had finals that day, so I could.
Yeah. I remember actually when I was talking.
I asked and you were like, I don't know. This is at my house. I don't know. Maybe just one friend this time.
Yeah.
That's your microphone. You took mine.
Yeah, this is mine now.
Oh, okay.
Dude, speaking of ploppers, you're a plopper.
Yeah, sorry. I drank a lot. Usually I try not to.
Fuck.
It's over.
Oh, it's my gun. It's all right.
Not very good gun safety.
No, it isn't. I put an orange tip on it though, so it looks like it's safe at all times.
But it's actually never safe.
That's people don't expect you to take as much safety precaution with a gun if you put a little orange tip on it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Well, my
You can brandish as much as you want.
Just spray paint your threaded Glock barrel.
Yep. If you put a little orange tip on the end of it, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
3D print your Glock and make it look like a Nerf gun.
Have you seen those where people will take they'll take a Glock and then they'll just make a full ass gun around it?
Yeah.
They'll put a stock on it and fucking scopes.
And it's a pistol, so it's not a short barrel rifle.
It's a pistol. It's a pistol.
It's a pistol.
But it's honestly like an SMG. Like they have it maxed out with like foregrips and stuff.
Have you seen the guy print, shoot, repeat?
That guy goes hard. I love that guy.
No.
So he'll 3D print guns and then like make them legal. So it's like an MP5 that he just bought like some parts on like eBay or like whatever like gun broker website, and then he just 3D prints the rest of it. And he has like an assault weapon that he made in his bedroom in like fucking 10 minutes, and it's fully legal.
Huh. I have a shotgun that I bought from Red Hills Armory or whatever.
Yeah, we've
I
been
love
there.
Red Hills.
Yeah.
That place goes hard.
I went
Red
in.
Hills.
I went
Shout
in
out to
there.
Red Hills Armory.
And I was like, hey, like, if someone breaks in, he's like, shut up, I got you. And he turned around and he pulled out this like shotgun. Then I'm like, is it legal to have a shotgun that short? He's like, it's not a shotgun.
It's a blunderbuss.
It is a firearm by the federal government. They consider it like a firearm.
Oh, because it's unrifled, so it's like
It's like a weird middle ground or something. Like there's some sort of loophole where it doesn't have a stock. It has an arm sling, and the barrel is like lopped off.
Let's go.
And it's like a tactical. It's an 870. It's a Remington 870 that's
sweet.
just been butchered to hell and back. But it just meets the right requirements that it's legal. And I was like, okay, so hypothetically, I buy this, I bring it home. It's legal. If the laws change, am I like an outlaw? And he goes
They
like,
usually grandfather them in.
he just goes,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Depends on the thing.
I don't know. Buy it. We'll find out.
When they do those kinds of guns, any ones that are manufactured in the future, they have to put like some sort of symbol in the serial number so that they know that they're like the new ones that aren't like.
I wonder how they
So
determine.
that's
like,
forever legal?
Yeah.
Oh.
They'll put a symbol in the serial number.
And I see one thing I wonder though is how do they determine if a PMF is made before the date or not? Because you're allowed to privately manufacture firearms, right? That's perfectly legal.
Yeah.
So you can do that. And if it's a particular type that was made illegal and all the ones that are made before a certain date are legal, then if you can somehow prove that you made it before that date, even though you didn't actually do it.
Buy an old calendar from like.
Or you can go
like circled like gun made on
I actually made this in 1984, as you can see from this this old calendar.
take a picture, take like a photo take a video on your iPhone, but change the metadata so it says 1986.
Yeah, and you have AirPods in?
Yeah.
You have like your...
That you're using AirPods as ear protection when you're milling out your AR-15 lower receiver.
Nice.
Yeah, you're using like a cybernetic fucking hand mill from Lowe's that you got for $180
And returned as soon as you finished.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, if you ever need to get any shit done, like hardware wise, just go to Lowe's, get whatever you need, do it, and then just fucking return it.
They'll take it back. They don't care.
They have a great return policy.
There are so many real life scams that you guys just aren't taking advantage of.
Run it up.
Just run that check up, bro. Just get that check. That's all it is.
I know a lot of people that they go out and buy a pressure washer.
Yeah.
They wash their house and then
$100 an hour.
they just return it.
Yeah.
That's the move for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because
so-
pressure washers are also weird where it's like, I feel like gas powered stuff, use it once and you're like, and then you don't use it for 6 months and it doesn't crank up the second time.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. I'll just get another one off the shelf. Yeah.
Fuck it.
But Anyways, this is supposed to be like a cider review.
Cider review. Okay.
Cider.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go in order.
It's got a. I'm gonna start. It's got a real robust flavor profile.
A robust.
Yeah.
Are you getting any notes of mahogany or cedar?
I'm hints of stone fruit. Did we put any of that in there?
No.
No, we put raisins in
We put
there.
raisins. We put molasses. We put cinnamon. and
Cinnamon sticks.
We put like weird all kinds. We couldn't find enough sugar of brown sugar, so we just used random sugar you had.
Grant kept sticking his fucking whole hand in there, so there's like
You told me
there's
to.
a bunch of Grant's hand sweat.
That's what all that fucking slime.
Yeah, that's what all the shit is. That's
Yeah.
on the bottom of the barrel.
But I feel like it's like lightly salty from the molasses kind of, but also still sweet enough to overpower the saltiness, so that it's like very enjoyable, fruity, like almost kind of like a hard like it's
Like a
very
hard
much like-
cider.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very much like a regular like an Angry Orchard.
You're a
or something,
wordsmith.
but like a little bit more like I don't know, sugary and sort of fresh tasting, I would say.
I'm gonna be honest.
It tastes like I feel like an Angry Orchard is like a mixture between a cider and a beer. This feels like a full on cider.
Yeah.
It is weird how cheery it is. If that makes it like, have you ever like tied an emotion to a beverage?
Yeah.
You know, like
This is like
a cider. You drink it and you go like, everything's all right. Nobody's depressed and drinks cider.
You drink
Yeah.
this on a warm summer day by the pool, and you know it makes you feel refreshed.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I like mojitos. You can't drink a mojito in the
refreshing
winter
for sure.
Yeah, that's
All right,
like
Grant, let's
it's
hear
a summer.
Sam, you know what? I think you did a great job with the timing. Not that you really did anything.
Yeah, I was about to say. I let it sit in my house.
Yeah.
My vibes.
He
my
Your vibes, honestly,
he
you were
texted me whenever he wanted to know about
Yeah.
when to take it out.
my vibes permeated
your gamer
the
vibrations.
fermentation
Yeah.
process.
the
Yeah,
weird,
yeah.
funny smell in your basement.
Dude, that thing fucking reeked. And like I called him, I was like, dude, this thing stinks. Like real bad. Like
And I was
you did
just
not
like-
prep me for that.
I was just like, I was like, nah, bro. When I did it, I was well ventilated. I never smelled anything. Is there like white shit growing on it? And he's like, no, there's no white shit. And I'm like, all right, then it's fine. Quit
I think the
bitching.
problem
It
is
stinks.
our apartment was just fucking disgusting. Like we moved into it and it was just gross. When we moved in, there was like this weird fish smell by the front door, and it just never went away. And
Okay, I know exactly what it is. The stench, the sour stench that comes off of fermenting apple stuff. I could imagine it tying in very nicely with like the stale air bro room.
yeah,
You know, where it's like the people
It
haven't
just
left this
smells
room
like
in
a
quite
little
some-
bit like
yeah.
BO and weed.
Yeah, like I feel like it probably stunk in there. You guys just couldn't tell. It was
I don't.
mass.
Yeah, I don't even think we noticed it. That's what I was gonna say.
I moved it down into the basement the other section of the basement because it was so stunky.
Also, another problem
Smells
is
awful. Like every time I opened that fridge, it was awful.
That fridge was fucked up though with leak water for no reason into the
But it wasn't that. It was the shit. There would be flies in there. I'd be like,
so.
"What the fuck, man?"
The reason we got into this whole like making this shit in general.
No. Finishing the review.
Yeah.
Oh,
Finish the review, dude. What kind of?
you cut me off a little bit.
I did.
Finish your
you did.
review.
That's the part of
You
a
got the time
podcast.
now.
Yeah.
You won't shut the fuck up sometimes is the problem.
This is true.
Oh.
This is a problem that we have.
Yeah.
So finish your review.
Yeah.
All right. So it's light and acidic, very sweet, very sweet. I actually like that about it. It keeps it sweet. It kind of honestly, it tastes like water going down. It's not so bad.
You know what the sweetness is? He told me to go get some sugar or whatever. I got a bunch of brown sugar. I just dumped a whole bag in there.
A whole bag.
And
that's about right.
he was like, how much did you put in there? I was like, I don't know. I just
He just kept it going.
well, I just opened it. I didn't want to like be left with half a bag of brown sugar.
Yeah.
I mean that's about how much you should put in there.
Yeah, I
It's
put the
like-
whole bag.
It should be like 4 or 5 cups. So
That's probably why it fermented so fast, because it was just like,
no, that was back sweetening.
oh, that was back sweetening.
No, it was like the day after we made it. I called him and I was like, "This place
that's not back
fucking,
sweetening.
this place fucking reeks." And he's like, "Open it up, see what's going on in there." I open it up. It looked like when you pour peroxide on a scab, and it is just like roiling white foam. That yeast was hankering for some food, dude.
Oh, it was.
That
They get gaming.
24 hours later, and those cinnamon sticks were just like moving around the surface.
It goes crazy.
Because it looked like piranhas were just attacking them. It was roiling. I was very surprised because I also looked at videos of like what it looks like during fermentation. There'd be like little bubbles and stuff. I haven't seen shit bubbling that hard. in a
I
video.
get my shit bubbling. I do a lot of fermentation.
Yeah, there's a lot of bubbling. It had to do with that massage you gave the yeast. I've never seen someone do prep work like that.
I get in there deep tissue. All right, well let's get. All right,
Let's get your review.
Let's-
My review.
I already gave my review. You
So
can
you're
do
getting
it.
my review? All right. It's I did nothing to make this, but it passes the college test.
Thank you for coming.
Wait, well,
You know what you
let's-
should have done? You should have said, "I did nothing. And this tastes like shit.
This
I
tastes
have
like
no,
dog shit.
I have no
This is
dogs in this
awful.
race. This is
This
dog
is
shit.
awful. All right,
I'm gonna
let's
be
get
the
Chick-fil-A
one
dog.
unbiased opinion.
let's get
I
a
had
quick
no
out of
hand in
10.
it.
I did nothing. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
It tastes like
Thanks for the free shit. Thanks for the Chick-fil-A.
Thanks for the free Chick-fil-A, free fucking.
You just got
free
finessed.
weed.
I'm leaving.
Your cider sucks. I'm out.
Fuck you. Yeah.
I don't even watch this podcast. I don't even know who you are.
I'm drunk driving out of here. Bye.
Out of 10, it's an 8 out of 10. I take the 2 off just because of the fucking the shit that was in there that made it unappealing.
So if we had filtered
I
it through,
needed that for my ego. I needed that bad. All right, Sam, what are you saying?
You know what? I'm a guy that doesn't even drink, and this was a cider that I found palatable.
Palatable.
Yeah, which means that in terms of cider, probably pretty high marks. And the fact that I had a hand in making it, you know, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 too.
something always tastes
Let's
better when you
go.
have a hand in
Okay.
it, right?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, if you help
like
do something,
I
it's
would
always
never give a guy a hand job,
Yeah.
but when I'm masturbating,
Every time.
You're the best at it.
I'm like, this is probably the best hand job I've given.
Know what we want.
Yeah.
The thing-
they
they
have
don't.
no sensory loop. They don't know what it feels like to
don't
touch
get
a
it.
penis. Yeah, they don't get it.
My buddy
But-
Grant,
You have to you have to experiment once.
All right, Grant.
And you know what? That's what we're gonna leave the podcast on. You
No,
have
out of 10. God damn it.
Wait, what's up?
Out of 10.
What's your out of
You
10?
give it a fucking
Oh.
give it a rating. Hold one so you can kind of give it
Should
a...
I drink the coom just to see what the
No,
words?
yeah.
Give me the number. I
Give-
need it.
Give me a number for the yeast.
My ego
Specifically,
is going crazy.
Oh, I forgot. Yeast doesn't taste like anything, so it just tastes like the normal cider. Yeah, I'm honestly, it's better than the last one we made, and the last one I think I gave like a 7 out of 10, so it's at least an 8 or 9. It's pretty good with ice. Okay, the difference is the ice.
Yeah, the ice was really good.
I'm gonna be honest. It has a little bit of like a it kind of coats your tongue, which feels a little weird. But when you add the ice to it, ooh, it's smooth, and I'm loving that. Hey,
I was-
quote, I'm loving it.
I was actually that should be like a slogan.
Yeah, from like a big company.
If we make like a cider company,
it's
it should be
smooth.
like,
I'm loving it.
I'm
I'm
loving
loving it. Cider. We
Yeah.
would never get sued for sure.
No, for yeah.
I gotta say, this stroked my ego nicely.
What
I'm happy
should
with
we
these
name our
results.
cider company?
We should name
Okay,
it Big
so-
Dog Brew.
So Sam, I pitched originally Sam's Silly Liquid to you,
Oh, yeah.
and here's what I'm thinking.
McDonald's cider.
Sam's Silly Cider, I think it was good. I really like Sam's Silly Liquid because it's like
And it also opens the door for expansion into the market with other products.
yeah, like Sam's Silly Solid. Maybe you make some sort of edible type of brain funny. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
type of like air, some kind of inhalant, something like that.
Yeah,
Something that gives
whippets.
a
You should
little
you should
fun
start
fun.
marketing
I need-
whippets.
I need-
Dude, do Sammy Whippets. Oh my God, Sammy Whippets would go so
Whippets.
hard.
Sam's Silly Whippets.
And every whippet comes
I mean, you
with
can-
a gun that you just. That's how you.
Yeah, like the CO2. So
That's
you
how
have
you do
to
it.
put the gun.
You gotta put it
That
right in your
goes
fucking
on.
mouth.
You would sell that to college students like crazy.
Oh, for
Oh
sure.
my God, just like people who
And
watched
no
Leafy.
orange tip.
Yeah, people who watched Leafy in 2016. Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're selling it like hot. Guys, I put a gun in my mouth. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
actually a whippet.
Yeah, you're hitting the onomatopoeias. You're gaming. You got the gun in the mouth. You're appealing to the edgy people. I mean, it's a perfect product.
Got that fucking tone.
You got the
For
tone.
sure.
And honestly, you're like community. They're probably eating that shit up.
They probably would.
Yeah,
Yeah. If they weren't all like.
broke.
No, I was gonna say really ugly, trying to hook up with hot chicks, or riddled with anxiety, or
You know what? I actually okay.
Bro.
Your community, they may be ugly as fuck, but at least they've got the gall to think that they got a chance. Because honestly, confidence is half the battle.
yeah,
Like,
the ego is half the battle.
they're failing. Oh, they're failing in the outward confidence, but the inward confidence is all there.
Yeah,
So they just need to get jacked and win the other side of the battle because that's all it takes for confidence, for real. Outward.
outward confidence,
big.
Yeah, yeah.
not inward.
Yeah. Just if you can be like egotistical and then just like when you get in a room with people, you're just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go to the
Freak
gym
out.
every day. Get super jacked. Be an alpha male.
Yeah.
And just be better than everyone. Life will be so much easier. You just get money. You get anything you wanted handed to you. That's it. That's how.
Is that how it is?
That's real. That's real. I checked that.
I guess.
And you got to make sure that when you're treating, like when you're talking to women and trying to like get their numbers and shit, you got to treat them like the opposite of how you treat your friends, right? You got to treat them in the worst way possible. You got to take advantage of them.
Advantage of
Abuse them emotionally.
I might have to get out of this room.
Just really put them through the ringer. That's how you get women, for sure.
Yeah, you wanna hurt them and push them away, but make them want you at the same time. You gotta get in their head.
Be the answer to the problem that you gave
Created.
them.
You
gotta love yourself before you love someone
manufacture
else.
a problem for them.
You gotta be like. You gotta be like.
You gotta be their heroine.
Yeah, you gotta be like the pharmaceutical.
You gotta give them a
industry.
drip first.
Yeah.
You gotta give them a taste of the heroin, so that they know that they need it.
Mm-hmm. You can all addicted to it. And
Yep.
Then, I want my
And some people,
because that's how I am.
some people with inward confidence.
Yeah.
That you were saying. Which I don't like people coming on my podcast and saying the N word, but you.
Yeah,
said it.
sorry about the N
But
word.
people with inward confidence might assume that giving them the drip of heroin and then being the source would be like dicking them down really good and then being there to supply that when they need it.
Yeah.
That's not the key. Women want you had to hit them with the emotional abuse. that they-
Hit them with the love bomb
Yes.
and then hurt them.
It's a psychological attack.
Get in
Not
their
a
heads.
not a physical one.
Is
a
Abby
psychological.
on the same page with you about this?
Nah, me and Abby are tight.
Yeah.
No, I believe it or not, I have a female dog, 2 daughters, and a wife. I'm actually kind
You
of
love women.
I
you know you love the female
Shout out.
gender.
Hey,
Yeah.
can we get a shout out to women?
women and rock.
Shout out to women.
Yeah.
Women,
You're holding
Keep
it down.
doing what you're doing.
This Women's Month, I'll be out on the street.
Yep.
I will.
I'll be
Hunting you
advocating.
down, every woman in sight.
Yeah, I'm hunting you down. I'm gonna follow you. Actually.
There's not gonna be a woman in town that doesn't know who Grant is.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I just want to.
I'll be all over the news.
on your accomplishment. That's why I'm following you.
I just want to touch you, without your consent.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
I just want to feel your energy, babe.
I just want to wait outside
wanna
your
feel the
apartment
vibe.
building and get your garbage before the garbage man gets it, and then go sifting through it. That's
Yeah.
how much I love
There's something
women.
that smells like you in there.
There has to be. Garbage is literally essence of a woman. you
Yeah.
know? Probably
throw
her
it out.
stinkiest parts. They throw out because women love smelling good, but
The
I
good
want
parts.
the bad smells.
You got me like half chugged.
All right. On that note,
I'm bricked up.
This cider has
Let's keep it 100.
this cider's made us rapists. This cider's evil. This cider's 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah,
I love how it's a 2 out of 10, even though it made you a rapist.
that's not the worst thing I've had.
it tasted pretty good.
It's low. It's not the worst thing I've had. Yeah. Well, there's some that turn you into a murdering rapist.
Yeah.
That's like the worst kind of rape.
Yeah, but the best kind of rape is where you get her pregnant.
Were they never expected?
It's a little present that
Why,
she
why did you
gets.
say that?
Because then she gets the gift of life. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I deleted my social medias like right before the Andrew Tate craze, so I have no idea what's going on with that guy.
It's just funny. It's just funny watching everybody.
What's his deal though? Is
Okay,
he,
so
like-
he just says like a bunch of just like
what we just said, which was incredibly offensive, was a not tongue-in-cheek version of what he says.
yeah, he just says like a lot of like misogynistic shit.
Yeah, but,
But
his is no.
He's
I mean,
talking
ours
about
was
like
tongue-in-cheek.
the women's role in
His was
society.
his is like
we
100%
went-
genuine.
We went overboard while laughing, so it was ironic.
I feel like, honestly,
Yeah, ironic.
I feel like
Yeah, that's how it works.
Let's put the label ironic on it.
Hey,
I don't
That's another
I don't
buzzword.
actually
Throw it.
really understand, like, aside from like the legal thing, like why people like got like so bent out of shape about him like initially. Like now that the whole legal thing has come out, like I get it for sure. Could like him going to Romania and all that shit. I heard that there was like something where they like raided his house and they like found women there or something. That's not real.
That's not real.
Okay,
So
all
what
right.
happened was there was a girl.
Oh, we got a goddamn Andrew Tate specialist here.
Yeah, no. I was listening to some shit on this and I was like, damn, that's kind of
Okay,
that's
so
kind of
Andrew Tate ambassador.
They kind of did him dirty. I don't really care for him.
Actually, Andrew Tate's cool. We
Where,
Okay, so this
where
is
does
what
hair
happened.
go?
What?
Where does hair go?
I don't fucking know. He was like a bot.
That's
like
the big.
kickboxing
That's
guy.
the big question I want
so
answered.
so there was a girl that was a bunch of girls that were staying over for like a party or some shit like that. And then later there was some kind of conflict, something like that, and she went to police and was like, they're doing like a sex trafficking ring, like there's something going on. Police came over, raided the house, checked on everything. They looked on the camera, and the girl was like literally outside getting pizza for them, and then bringing it back inside. So they're like, this is like funny. This is like this girl is just making shit up. That's what I understood. That's like what the.
Wait,
what the
so you're
story they
saying
told.
this lady that got trafficked can't get pizza for
She
her?
didn't. She
for her
apparently like
comrades?
just she just made up the bullshit over some kind of conflict. But like,
okay.
it's just all horseshit.
So this actually makes my point even more poignant. I feel like he's really not that bad. I feel like all the other Sigma male like YouTubers say the same thing. So I don't know. I just don't get why he in particular is popular. Like, why wasn't it someone else?
So I think it's because he looks like Pitbull.
Probably.
Yeah,
he
he
does
looks-
look like Pitbull. he
looks
does look like
Pitbull,
Mr.
but
Worldwide.
But
Yeah.
he does his lips out all the time.
Yeah.
He's-
No, he's
'cause
an
he's-
idiot.
he's
Don't get me
tough.
wrong. Like, there's
And
a lot of
his-
shit that he says that I'm like,
his
you're just
dry
fucking
delivery.
stupid. Yeah.
His dry delivery on stuff does not help.
Is Andrew Tate a fighter?
Yeah, he was like a
kickboxer.
kickboxer. and then
Yeah,
his brother
so he's
was like a
probably just
fighter
like,
as well.
I'm so tough. He's probably like that kind of guy where he's like,
He has a lot of ego.
you want
He's like you. He brags about his money and he uses it.
I have not bragged about my money
his
at all.
actions.
A guy comes over here, starts breaking my couch, and then he's just like, I can buy a new one. They don't make
That's
this couch
honestly
anymore.
how conversations
This
go.
couch came off of a
This is-
pontoon boat.
this is a 70s grand. Oh, really?
No.
I mean, I can. It looks
Doesn't
like,
it look like it's boat?
Yeah.
It looks like it's boat furniture.
it's all this like
I
weird
totally
like
believe
leather
you.
with the funny thick. It's got the thick stitching. It
Yeah.
does look like boat furniture.
It looks like boat furniture.
That would go hard. A
You
company.
know how he understood that?
How?
His family has a boat.
Yeah.
Big ass fucking yacht or something.
He used to go sailboating.
He did. He went.
sailboating last summer.
I did.
He went to the Bahamas.
I should have shot this guy with the gun.
I had all those like thinly veiled jokes, but I just did all that stuff.
Oh, okay. What
I'm sorry.
what was childhood like being incredibly wealthy?
Privileged.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of like extracurricular sports and stuff you did?
No, I
Did you
went down the
do-
other rabbit hole of just like having money so you don't need to do anything, so I just played video games. Is that your hair? 'Cause it's brown. It's not.
This is a black hair.
How did Adam get hair on his mic?
Adam, you haired my mic.
Oh,
Adam.
man. It could be your hair.
Could not be.
He does one IRL video and you're
put it back.
spreading your
Yeah, put it-
squirrel
put it
AIDS
back.
everywhere.
That was a straight hair, so
I
it's
got
probably
dog's
mine,
hair
but
out
it's
here.
in here. It's
got
in-
curly hair.
Yeah, you got curly hair.
Yeah,
That was
you can't put
definitely
it
one
on
of mine. He just plopped it back in there.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm
missed
alright with
one.
having a little Sam DNA in
Oh fuck, my
I
hair
mean,
is
you bought lunch, so
yeah.
Yeah.
you can put a little DNA in me if you buy me lunch.
You guys are young enough. Which one of you do you think's gonna be bald the soonest?
I'm not going to be bald.
I actually
at
have
all.
no baldness genetics in my family,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
I have really good hair. All of my family members have hair until they're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you.
We
Each
kind
of
of
us.
hit like the genetic and like mental lottery. We just did well.
Yeah,
That's,
just like certain
We're,
people.
we're just like
who-
short people, balding people. L.
Hey, wait! Shout out to my short friend Alex. I make fun of him for being short a lot, but I love him a lot, and I
don't-
just want to let him know.
I don't think are these shout outs going in?
Sure. All right, you guys ready? Yeah. Anyways, 8 out of 10s is basically the summary of
It was fucking good. It
Yeah,
could
that cider.
honestly
pretty
it could have been
solid.
better if it wasn't. It felt like it really coated the palate. I don't know how the fuck they make it so like clean when you go to like an
I
actual
think they
brewery.
filter the hell out of
Yeah,
it.
just
Yeah.
the cheese.
Yeah. I was surprised they got carbonated or whatever.
Oh, it,
Yeah, I
all,
was
it
surprised
gets
about
very
that.
carbonated. All that shit when you open the top and it like pops, that's all carbonation. So it's just
I
like
was just
it's
surprised
compressing into
'cause
the liquid.
the day you told me to back sweeten and bottle it, the next day I set an alarm every day at 10 a.m. to burp them. I burped it the first day, nothing. And then the second day, nothing. And I was like, I'm not burping these anymore. I just left them in there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always
waste of
have to
time.
burp them, and you don't always have to do it every day. But like, I don't know, it's just good practice because you don't
Yeah.
want it to explode.
If it explodes in your fridge, it's like the worst thing ever. It's so bad. You have to empty out your entire fridge, and then there's also like broken glass that gets stuck in your hands.
Oh, shit.
It's really bad.
Yeah. That's why I put it in the shower. Because we had because the kitchen was getting renovated, we were in like this basement is the exact same layout on the other side. Like as you walk through that door, there's the exact same layout straight ahead. And so we had a fake kitchen built down there that was, and then we would wash dishes in this bathroom, and we dropped something on it was like a mason jar in there, and for like we picked up every shard of glass we could find, and I think for like a week all of a sudden we'd see like bloody footprints on the floor. And my daughter, who's like 4, would have stepped on just like a microscopic like shard of glass, and it wasn't enough that she could feel it, but it was enough that like every time she
got
would
in there,
step,
yeah.
like she would squirt a little bit of blood.
Oh no!
And she did it twice, where like all of a sudden I'd see like bloody like toes on the ground, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
That's awful.
That's
Yeah.
how you build character. That's
Yep.
how you got to build up the pads on the feet.
And so then I had to sit there like one of those assholes. Have you ever seen those people with like Asperger's that go? They like look for spiders at night because they're like arachno lovers. Yeah, not arachnophobics, but like
Rapnophilips.
yeah, arachnophiliac or whatever. I don't know. I would have to sit there with a flashlight like close to the ground and like scan and look for the glint of glass gleaming back at me. That's how they look for spiders. They go and like at night
I've seen
they
that.
look
That's
with the
not-
flashlight and they see all 8 eyes
fucking
looking back
eyes.
at them. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's mildew. It's just fucking water on the grass. And there was just a shit ton of spiders.
Yeah, it's the
Scary.
spiders, man.
Yeah,
They're
me and
terrifying.
Grant, when we moved into our new house, we put like someone put a bottle of vodka, like a glass bottle, on top of our fridge. And Grant went to go grab something, and he knocked it like right off, and it shattered, and like there was vodka and glass all over our floor. And Adam cleaned it up. But over the past like week and a half, I've just been like walking, and every now and then being like, "What the fuck?" And then like there's a piece of glass in my foot. I'm like, "Oh, there's another one."
Glass?
Yeah, I knew I didn't get
4 or
it.
5 pieces. There's been like it.
I've
there's-
rolled good dice. Holy shit.
I found 8 pieces. 4 of them were in my feet.
wow. I haven't had a single one.
But my feet have like the pads on my feet are ridiculous. I could step on a sword and I'd be fine.
You know what I've started doing?
What?
When I take a shower, when I'm finished with the shower, while I'm still in the steamy hot shower, I have a big fucking bottle of baby oil
You just
And-
grease up.
and I grease up in there and I fucking rub that shit all over my feet and everything, dude. My feet are so supple. If I stepped on glass, it would
Let's
cut me in
go.
half. My foot would be gone. No,
would
like
you
I
just-
don't have like thick calluses on my feet or nothing anymore. Or I guess I do. They're just really oily and moisturized.
It would give you extra clearance. It would like slide right off.
I got hella cows.
Sam, do you have a nice bathtub?
No,
No.
no. I've always wanted like a soaking tub
Sam,
where I could sit there and smoke a cigar or something and just lean back with a fucking TV. Like a
my
little-
friend,
Hard.
just I promise you, you dedicate like a whole month's
Damn cold.
Patreon to a bathtub
Yeah.
setup. Oh my god, you won't regret it. They're wonderful. A large bathtub goes so hard.
We just have like a shower. I feel like I want to spoil myself over time. You know, so like I'm still happy with. I used to have my office in a single car garage that had been closed in, and it was really hot in there.
yeah.
And so now, like, just having 2 rooms to be able to do a podcast and like record stuff with a green screen, I'm happy for now.
Did
But
you play all your video games in that garage?
yeah,
So like your computer's just like cooking the room, and you're just sitting in there sweating.
yeah. I remember my computer died because like there's some Overwatch came out, and I was playing. I was like, man, this thing's cooking, and I took off like the case. And I forgot that I never installed any fans. Like I ran out of money when I was building it. And so it was just like graphics card fans, the power supply fan, and then like whatever was on the heat sink for the CPU. But there was no case fans at all.
let's go.
It was just cooking in there.
Just melted.
Yeah. And so I had to get some fans. But yeah, it was just a hot ass room that I was in. But now I'm in here, so I gotta let this sit for a little bit.
Yeah.
Abby's spoiled up there with her new kitchen.
Got to
But
marinate on it.
And before, like our shower was like the tub with a curtain, like
Yeah.
that was our shower, and the door opened and just had enough clearance where it like missed the toilet bowl, and so like you would walk in and you would have to like step into the toilet to close the door, and then you were in like this little 2-foot area where the toilet was. You could sit on the toilet, brush your teeth in the sink, and have your feet in the tub at the same time.
Wow.
Like it was like a little tiny. That was like the master bathroom at the old place. So this one, I'm just happy I have a shower that I can like walk in, glass door, and
Yeah.
like that bathroom, Bizzle's bathroom.
That's pretty nice.
When he comes,
Bizzle's bathroom.
yeah, he's only been here one time for like 4 days, but that's forever his bathroom.
He was he just throwing up in it the whole time?
Oh no, that's a closet for like all the camera gear. He had a bed right here, and this couch wasn't here.
Yeah.
So it was like he had a little blow up mattress. But that bathroom's nicer than any bathroom in my other house.
Gotcha.
So I'm just happy I got that.
Yeah.
And I don't even need to use that here. But eventually I do have room for like a cool ass tub. It's in the works.
Run it up.
It's in the works.
That's
Run
the,
that
I
check
think.
up.
Listen, that is the best investment that I think you can make. You wake up in the morning, you're not feeling good. You know, you're cold. Your body temperature's
soak.
low. Have a warm soak.
Yeah, a little soak.
All of a sudden, you're feeling like $1 million. It might have taken you 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's such a good investment.
You know what else I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get one of those tankless water heaters.
Yep.
Those go hard.
Hot water forever.
Hot water
now
forever.
baths. I'm not a bath guy. I don't like baths.
He loves his bath.
Yeah.
I don't like soaking in my own sweat.
Listen.
Okay, so here's the reason why. You don't want to soak in your own sweat. He's never worked up a sweat.
Well,
That's
here's
life.
I work up a sweat every day.
He's like, man, he,
On the
he
computer.
looks
It's
out
not
there
dirty.
at the Mexicans cutting his grass, and he goes, man, I'm going to soak.
oh man,
They look so sweaty and stuff.
These
I bet you a
guys-
good soak would make me feel better right now.
the only time I use the bathtub is I will shower and then I'll draw a bath and then I will smoke a cigarette and read a book and just drink beer
yeah.
for like hours.
Reading a book in the bathtub every like 45 minutes or so, you crank the water all the way up to max. It reheats the bath. You're chilling for another 45.
I don't think anybody takes a bath to clean themselves.
No,
It is
No.
very. It's just a. It's like a.
Relaxing.
you take a shower afterwards.
It's therapy for people that can't afford a therapist.
yeah.
It's the
That's
warm
that's
water
the
is
sauna.
therapy. Yeah.
It can also be
People
therapy for
can't
people who are scared to go to a
Yeah.
therapist. Just get in the bath.
Yeah.
It's all better.
Crank that shit up. That's all you need.
All of a sudden, you're in
You
heaven.
have horrible agoraphobia and can't leave your house? Just get in the bathtub, you silly goose.
Do you think therapy is necessary for a lot of people? Do you think therapy is healthy?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people could at least benefit from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I mean, as far as like curing illness for like depression, it's like 60% effective. I mean, it also depends on what you're talking about. Because like if you have like bipolar, for example, you're probably going to need to be on medication for the rest of your life because that's just like the nature
Yeah,
of the
because you're
disease.
broken. Your mind's broken.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's broken in a way that we can't fix.
Yeah.
It's like very neurologically.
If there was a way to
Broken.
like recycle bipolar people's minds, would you do it?
What do you mean? Why would I want more bipolar people?
No. I mean, like recycle their bodies. Like you just like wipe their mind.
None of the bipolar stuff. Just
You
like
no, like all their memories and their emotions. You wipe that too, like a clean hard drive, and then you just
Yeah, if there were-
upload like a new consciousness,
So basically, we're just
like a mind wipe,
We're mind wiping the
like the Stepford Wives, but for bipolar people.
Okay.
So Johnny, if there were
that with
millions of people with like a genetic problem, would you just get rid of them?
Yeah.
Is what we're asking.
You know,
Like really, at the end of the day, wouldn't you be doing like? Do you think you? Well,
if
don't let me
we're
impose.
looking at the facts and the logic of the situation, if we're only looking at the numbers,
logistics,
if we're looking at the bigger picture here, I would have to say, get them out.
yeah, just like build a bunch of spaces.
Just
for 'em.
build a big old wall. Build a man-made island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean
gonna
and put a
stop you.
wall on it, and then put them all there.
No. Build a company. And have them all be hired to one company.
Okay.
And give them a product that is something that is capable of bringing that company to the top or
The bottom.
the bottom. And I want to see how
Sink or swim.
I want to see how 100% bipolar company, no medication, runs.
It'd probably be like this.
Yeah, they'd have a
This
sine
is why
wave.
it would be like it would be insane. They'd be like, we have never seen stocks move like this. It's moving like a crypto.
And then everyone would get depressed all at once.
Yeah. When the company doesn't do well, it just keeps going because everybody goes into just the full-on depression mode. By the way, Adam, the secret here, you're doing it all wrong. The secret here is you'll notice that not all chocolate-covered espresso beans are created equal.
Yeah,
Some
of
of
them
them
white,
are
brown, and black.
So, yeah, there's different shades. Okay, now you're obviously going to take this into a racist place because I know you.
Yeah.
But the dark brown ones, the dark ones, man, I don't like eating those. Those are bitter.
Yeah.
But if you mix them with one of the white chocolate ones that have a little bit more sugar in them, that cuts the bitterness down.
So you're saying mix them?
I'm saying mixing. I don't like the segregate.
I don't see color.
Oh, you don't see color?
I don't see color.
You colorblind?
So there's this game called Mario Super Strikers, and the like
Super shot meter.
the super shot, when you get like a certain item in the game, you can do a super shot, and it's a soccer game. Hyper Strike, sorry. And apparently I just read, what is it, blue and green?
It's actually blue and orange.
But you say it's green and red.
Yeah. Because it's green and red to me.
Oh, so
And-
your eyes are all broken.
Yeah, and I asked my parents, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you got like color blindness in your family. Like my grandpa's colorblind. He was in the Navy and he was going to be a pilot, but they turned him down because he was colorblind."
Oh, all right. Now go pee.
Yeah.
I can jump off from there. My brother was gonna sign up and go into the Navy, and he took his ASVAB, and he scored like my brother's like an actual brainiac.
Yeah.
More in line with you guys. You would probably get along well with him. I'm more like a shut-in but my mind don't work so good.
Yeah.
So, but my brother, very smart guy, and he scored super high, and they were like, "Oh, we can get you in with like some nuclear bullshit." I don't know what the hell he was doing, and he was all ready to do it, and then he went and took his physical, and they find out he was colorblind, and they were like, "Okay, you can like dig ditches, or you can do infantry, or the army might
for this Hellcat.
the army might take you." Yeah, they all of a sudden turned around real quick once they figured out he couldn't line up green wire to green wire. But he has the worst version of colorblindness where he can see like 3 colors.
Oh yeah.
Everything else is literally dog vision. And which my grandfather had it. I didn't realize he was so colorblind, but every time he saw a yellow car, he would whistle. You'd go like, "That's a pretty yellow car right there. That looks great."
Was that the only one you could see?
Yeah, it's the only one he could see was fucking yellow. Everything else was in gray. You got a real close relationship over there. What I was going to ask about the whole therapy thing was like, instead of a therapist, wouldn't it help, like normal people to just have like a healthy, functioning relationship with another person that they could
Yeah.
talk to?
Particularly their parents and like probably a woman or man if you are a woman. Whatever.
Why does there have to be a?
Why is it got to be like a man and a woman?
Why can't it just be like a
Can't-
dude with another dude?
Can't two bros just like get along?
Yeah.
Can't a country boy and a country boy make it in this world?
I'm sure that Bizzle's my therapist. I'll talk to him about shit all the time.
I feel like he would be a good therapist. He seems very like.
Rob's
understanding.
my therapist.
Yeah,
Shout out
the
Rob.
guy is.
He's got that Cali chillax.
That shit's cringe.
Yeah, and he's so what's the word for it? I feel like he's one of those people that's seen it all, and so he's just not like I could come to him and be like, "All right, I snapped. So I was on my way home and I saw a lady walking down the sidewalk, and I veered and hit her because I could with my car." And he would be like, "Okay,
10 points.
Okay, I see where the need for that would be." Like he wouldn't be like, "Jesus Christ, holy shit." He would be like, "Okay, all right, let's work
Makes
through
sense.
this.
Perfectly reasonable.
Let's work through this. There has to be there's a yarn to follow here.
That
There's
goes
a reason."
hard. That
Yeah,
goes
like you
hard.
could tell him the most absurd shit, and he'd be like, "Let's work through it. Okay, we got this."
That's me.
That's a good friend.
I've
Yeah.
dealt with enough ridiculous things before that whenever someone tells me some weird shit that happened, I'm just like, all right, what can we do? How do we get out of this?
If I killed someone, I could invite Bizzle over. He wouldn't help me hide the body, but he wouldn't freak out. He'd be like,
You'd be like, yeah,
Things are
that's-
gonna be
all right,
okay.
It's gonna
Things
be
are gonna be
no,
okay.
he would be like, "I'm gonna call 911, but we're gonna talk about this.
We're gonna talk
Why
this
did
through.
you do this?" He would definitely work it out, but morally, I guess like ethically, he's outstanding. Like he's one of the most like straight and narrow. Like he's got his, what's the word for that? His ethos or whatever. He's got his little credo that he sticks to, and it's unwavering. You know, I don't think you could get him to do a bad thing, except for like invade Iraq or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's all in the past. Yeah, that's all in the past.
That wasn't even his fault. He was dying for that Hellcat.
He wanted to get the Hellcat.
He died for that. He was dying for
Hellcat
that
goes
Hellcat. Yeah,
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
Die for that Hellcat.
Yeah, he didn't though.
He didn't.
But he didn't get the Hellcat. That's a lie. Did you know that?
Yeah, the Hellcat.
They didn't give him the Hellcat.
Yeah,
Any
there-
promise from the government can just be like, whoops, didn't exist. I don't
Yeah.
know what you're
Yeah,
talking
if
about.
you don't get it in writing from the recruiter, they can just be like, "What? That didn't happen."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that all the time. They'll be like, yeah, we'll give you a charger if you sign up today.
Or we'll put you in the nuclear program until we find out your eyes don't work. So,
But you
good.
don't read the paper, and the paper says nothing about the charger. And so then a couple months after you get back from deployment, you're like, "Where's my charger?" And they're like, "There was
What?
nothing. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. And you go, "But I got this Biden meme about the die for your Hellcat thing."
That's what you do.
That's the paperwork right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Didn't that happen to someone we know? I feel like I remember someone in like a Twitter group chat or something being like, "Yeah, they promised me a car and they never gave it to me."
How many people did you have that you went to school with that they immediately joined into the
A
military?
lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Even
Tons.
we went to like the most prestigious school.
Isn't your brother doing that?
Yeah, my brother's doing that, but he's gonna be like an officer because he's gonna go to military school and everything, and he's also just gonna fly.
Oh, so he's gonna be the people in the military that the normal people in the military hate.
Well, he's gonna fly, so I think he'll probably actually be doing some flying because he doesn't even want to be in the military. He wants to be a commercial pilot, so he's only doing it so he can get flight hours.
True.
We saw a lot of kids, like a lot of smart kids.
Commercial
that were
airline pilots suck. That's a shitty job.
The only one I've ever met was a real fucking asshole.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I've heard that you just go up and then you fly in a straight line
You don't even do it. They just had the computer flies it. The guy's
for
a fucking
hours. Yeah, and then he
fucking
hits
idiot.
a button and it lands.
What is he? Yeah, you don't even do anything.
Well, your brother, he sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful for his service.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
He's cool.
I remember going to, this was in the deep south. In other words, it was right here. But we were, no, it was Wakulla High School. We went to.
I love, bro. That's where that's actually where my grandma works.
Really? Well, I went to the Wakulla High School
Well,
graduation.
she used to work there, not anymore.
For Abby's half brother or whatever. We went there and it was so funny hearing like the crowd. Like this guy could go up and rural America does not care about intellectualism. Like this person would go up and they'd be like Magnum cum laude, fucking straight 4.1 GPA somehow. He's got like never answered a question wrong. He's a genius. And he got accepted to this school already, and there would be like lukewarm response,
Yeah.
whatever, and then there would be like some kind. It's like this dude's too retarded to get into college. He's signed up straight tracked into the Marines, and you would hear all the old ladies like, oh my goodness, great job. They'd be clapping, woo! The crowd
Honestly,
goes wild.
I would have preferred that to our like graduation experience. That shit was terrible. It's like the exact opposite. It's like all like pseudo intellectual douchebags who are like, I had so much hardship in my life and I overcame it.
Someone
and now
called me a slur in middle school, and I had to live with that.
Every day I took from that and I went from there. No, they were all pieces of shit.
Yeah, most
And
of
they
them
were
just
all
assholes.
hypocrites. They were all. I'm not going to say names. There was one kid in particular that was very high on the GPA scale, and cheated on fucking everything. And would snitch on other motherfuckers for cheating.
Well,
he wanted
it's
to
a
keep the
curve.
cool
You
down.
gotta.
It's a fucking curve, but he's like,
Your peers you are competing against your peers.
I feel like also if you care that much about school, you're a loser, no matter what. Like ubiquitously, because you can't have a normal, like well-adjusted life where you can like interact with people in a normal way and deal with like hardship without actually experiencing life. And I feel like most of the people I knew who did that were like so caught up with some like invented problems, like not even necessarily like you know them saying they have like mental issues or something like that, but like even if they're just like inventing social issues or like being chronically online or just like investing too much time in extracurriculars that like, oh, you went to UCF, you could have gotten there going to community college and it would have been cheaper and better, but you chose to waste your childhood instead.
Like fake problems, like bipolar disorder and stuff.
Yeah, like bipolar and like depression and like basically anything a woman says to me, like all fake problems.
So the
We're gonna have to edit the fuck out of this podcast.
no, this one's going clean rip right on me. we were. It was.
Oh, my class is fucking over.
Is it gone already? Did you miss it? When does it end? At 4?
Bro, it started when you said I can still make it to class then because you said that at like 3 o'clock.
I said that at 2:40.
Oh, that's if you got in the car and just drove in a straight
well, no,
line.
I would have had like 5 because campus isn't that far from me. It's like 10 minutes.
Like
From me.
15 minutes.
No, because we're way south of campus, and it's only 15 minutes from here to get to Sam's house, so it'd be like 10.
That's
And also you can park anywhere pretty much because it's a late class.
What class was it? Or what?
It's some. I don't even need to go.
By the way, when you were talking about people being really good in class, like really taking school super seriously, they were usually fucked up. The kid that had the highest GPA in high school, for me, was a kid that nobody else talked to.
Yeah.
And he would get picked up every day by his parents, and his parents were about 70 years old. They had him way too late.
Yeah, I've known a couple people like that.
I had 73.
You can smell it on you too. Can't you smell it when people's
My
parents
dad-
are too
he
old?
smells like old people.
I don't want to be rude to you. My dad is more physically adept than you will ever be.
Oh, really?
My dad is 73 and runs 4 miles every day.
Oh, what the
Does all
fuck?
jobs around the house.
Damn.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had a 73-year-old dad, but he was that much of a Chad, it wouldn't even.
Yeah, that's like having
I
Buzz
got fucking
Aldrin as a
stories
dad.
about my dad. My dad is a gay Chad.
Oh, fuck.
Did we already tell the story about how his uncle killed Saddam Hussein? Like
I think you did say that during the
How many
mushroom
people
thing.
can say that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
No, wait,
just,
you
like-
talked about that in the parking lot. We weren't even recording.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
guy's uncle killed Saddam Hussein.
He was the one with the rope.
So
Yeah.
go ahead and thank Adam. He basically did it.
Yeah,
He basically did it. Adam's
in the
a
blood.
hero.
It's in the blood.
it's in the blood.
This guy right here, international hero. Not just a
American
national hero,
hero.
international.
Yeah. On the census, white.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the most important part.
He earned it. He earned it.
He earned it for sure.
Yeah. You were invited to my house when your uncle killed Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
But you were welcomed to my house. Once
Yeah.
I read your census papers.
Yeah.
And how
I was like, why? Yeah.
okay.
You basically stopped terrorism
Yeah. Single-handedly.
worldwide.
Yeah, so what did he do? Did he give him a Colombian necktie, or did he just string him up from a rope or
You
something?
string him up from a rope, and then he kept the rope. Did I show you the picture?
No.
He has the rope still.
He has the rope in his living room in Iraq because he travels. with
Does he
people in
threaten
Iraq.
his kids with it or anything? It's
Go
like
to
this
my-
rope's killed men greater than you.
No,
I will
like
fuck you
I
up.
forgot the exact chant, but all the fucking kids in my family, because there's 20 people overseas over there. Because my dad's got 3 brothers and then 4 sisters, so it's just a huge fucking family.
They don't believe in contraceptives over
Yeah,
there.
they would be singing this little chant.
The
like,
women
"Down
can't
with
say
Saddam,
no
They
over
don't
there.
even tell
with
women about
Saddam."
contraceptives.
Yeah.
They basically don't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The women don't know that they can say no.
yeah.
That's not a thing over there.
They've never been told.
Yeah, so my family's just really cool. My family just did a bunch of cool shit. My dad got a scholarship because he was the best in math and all in his
Fucking
in his
nerd.
city. Went to NYU, got a PhD, came down here, and then started teaching at UNF.
But didn't he have a head start because, Arabic numerals? It's he speaks Arabic.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
basically Babylonian. He was
Well,
like-
he didn't
was
speak
Like
English.
math's his home turf.
He didn't speak English. When
He
he was at
invented
NYU, his first class, he told me a story.
Yeah.
His first class that he enrolled in NYU, he walked in and they had a list of objectives. We're going to be covering this.
Yeah, but he's doing math.
all semester. And he didn't know the stuff because he hadn't taken the class. He didn't know any of the shit. And he
Huh.
walked right out and he almost just dropped out of college right there. Because he didn't fucking speak English.
Wait,
didn't
did
know what was
he-
gonna be expected?
Did he expect to walk in there and everything be in
Well,
his
he
language?
was pretty good at math. So he was a troublemaker like I am.
Uh-huh.
And then one day he was like, I'm just gonna get my shit together.
Mm.
And he just got his shit together and just started grinding. He came to this country with a pot of chicken and rice, and then
Yeah.
he just sort of worked from there.
And that's your dad?
That's my dad.
Okay.
And then my uncle was an activist in Iraq.
Oh, so he knew what he had to compete with.
Yeah, and
He was like, my uncle's going to kill a fucking
Yeah, exactly,
a
exactly,
dictator. I
exactly.
got to do something.
well, my dad wanted to get out as quick as possible.
so
But,
he didn't want to kill Saddam?
No, my dad had no interest. I asked him today. I'm like, are you American? Do you want to go back? Do you want to see anything? He's like, no, I'm American. I'm
Yeah.
like, he's an American-made man. He's a good man. And my uncle now, he used to be a politician. I forgot the exact position. He was in security council or something like that for the country.
He failed his job.
He lost the last election. I called him and I was like, hey.
I thought he was part of the Security Council and then he killed Saddam. I was like,
Well,
isn't that the job to not make sure that he doesn't
no,
die?
no, he was doing it right.
He was doing some Jamie Lannister shit.
Yeah, he didn't win the last election, but I think he won the election before that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to campaign for him?
No, I mean, I might work.
Do you
for
think
him
we
when
could
I'm
get him a
older.
base
Wait, when was the last election?
of
I have no
voters
clue.
on the
I think-
podcast?
I think 2020.
What's the voter integrity like in Iraq?
Yeah.
Yeah, so was killing Saddam not enough drip that he was just able to just wet it out for
Did
the
he
entirety of the
manufacture
future?
votes or were these all
I have
genuine?
no clue. I don't ask.
Adam,
about
was the
anything.
2016 election legitimate? Was the 2020 election
I
legitimate?
got
In
no
Iraq
clue.
or in the U.S.?
In the United States,
Iraq.
Adam,
In the
statistics
United
guy.
States?
Was the
Who's the
20
math guy?
was the
Yeah.
20
That's the Russians. The Russians. That wasn't real. Nothing was real about that.
So Adam, who's
No,
the
okay, the last- the
Adam?
last-
Who's the actual president right now?
Yeah, who's the...
Who's the actual president, Adam? Statistically.
Bernie Sanders. No. I think Trump got the votes.
Racist.
Racist.
You fucking bigot.
It's over for Adam.
Yeah, it's over for
He
me.
just left out Kanye. I thought
You invited this guy on?
I thought Kanye would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I voted for
It was
Kanye.
unfortunate. We had to deal with a string of just unqualified, just not good people. But I mean,
Fence sitter. Oh my God.
We're
Come up with
here-
something original, man.
we're here today. We're here today, and we just got Johnny for president. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you think the Russian misinformation
Yeah.
that was pushed pre-election
Yeah.
swayed the election at all?
I
Like,
think
Are you
everything is
like a
fun.
poli-sci major?
I know. I'm a stat major.
Okay, so
I'm a
you
stat
know
major and a
nothing. We're
business
asking the
major.
wrong person. For
Yeah,
this.
I know nothing about politics. I do not
Let's
care
connect
enough.
our feet.
Oh yeah,
There we go. I need some stability in my life.
I can provide.
That,
that.
that feels
We gotta do
good.
better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Everybody's linked at the soul.
Wait,
We're soulmates.
are you a 15?
14.
Oh, we're the same size shoe.
Yeah.
Wait, but why is my shoe smaller? It's like half an inch.
Wait.
Regional differences.
Yeah, we gotta move my. Wait, fuck.
All right,
There we
Sam.
go.
What's your favorite word to use for
Feels
like
really good.
for like a backpack?
nice.
Like, what's your favorite synonym for backpack? Like, do you say book bag? Do you say backpack? What do you say?
Rucksack.
Rucksack.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
I'm a rucksack guy.
You know,
love
rucksack is literally just German for backpack.
yeah.
Naturally,
We
yeah.
love a rucksack,
But
man.
you know what I like even better than that is sack pack. That goes hard.
sack
I've
pack's definitely the best.
Never heard sack pack before.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night.
What was the iconic? Like there was a cool kid backpack when I was in school,
Yeah.
especially middle school. What
so
was your?
the cool thing?
The ones with the one strap. The one
No,
strap.
it was
cool.
it was like Kronken or some shit.
Yeah.
Konkin, Kunkin or whatever the fuck.
The fucking Fjaller baller bing dong.
Fjaller Hornet.
Fjaller hornet.
What are you on
Fjaller
about?
Hornet Konkin.
Fjallhaven?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Fjallhaven.
yeah, like y'all Haven Konkin. Yeah. That was the
I know
was the drip
exactly.
one.
Abby's got one of those.
Yeah.
women love
They're
that
just
shit.
way too expensive regular backpacks.
Yeah.
It is from Europe, yes. It is a big import
It's
tax.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Swedish. Now all the cool kids had black Jan Sports. The bottom would be rawhide leather.
Rawhide.
And then you would take a whiteout marker and you'd get your friends to sign the outside of your black backpack.
I would always do that in my Converses. I would get bored in class and I'd start doodling on them.
Oh hell yeah, man. Yeah, good stuff.
Good podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was surprisingly good. Yeah, you guys want to wrap it up? Not throwing shade at you guys. I just didn't.
Want to give a little sign off?
Yeah, you guys. You want to give a shout out to your professors? Your more
no.
stuff about your life, your inner life. So
I'm gonna be
people can
honest. I
dox you?
don't even know my professors' names.
All right, my stat professor, give me extra credit. Just help a homie out. You know,
He's not watching this.
he's not watching this at
He's a
all.
nerd.
I
He's
might
no-
show him the clip.
He's probably watching HGTV.
If Sam puts it in, I'll show him the clip and I'll be like, "Hey, I shouted you out."
Give me some extra credit.
STA, applied linear regressions. Come on,
Wake up, Adam.
come on,
Wake up, Adam.
wake up.
It's not gonna
I would
happen.
Wake
just
up,
like
Adam.
to say that my professors need to get their drip up. Their swag levels are severely lacking.
The vril needs to go up as well.
Yeah, very very low energy folks.
Would you get tired of teaching kids?
Oh, for sure.
Like
I'd
you?
kill myself so
For
fast.
sure.
If you walked into class and you looked at the first seat and it was you in your current form sitting there, how much fucking effort would you put into your
We
teaching
got
job?
stories about John Henry in middle and high school, which we can leave for another day.
Which is
but
funny because the last time I was here, he showed me his like ID from back then.
Yeah.
He's like, look, this is a dark period in my life. He like looks better than now.
Yeah, Johnny's funny.
Like he's like he is clean cut and shit. He looks like DiCaprio in 1995. And I'm like looking at him. He's like, this was a dark period in my life. I'm like, you look like shit now compared.
Yeah.
Like you got like a little goatee and your hair's long and you're wearing
That was-
fucking Birkenstocks and shit, letting your toes air out in my house.
Yeah, yeah. My see. Well, I in like all of the actual like I wasn't exercising. I was like addicted to drugs and shit, and it was all like
That's
bad,
why you had
and-
that
But
thin
I live with
line
my
body.
mom.
Yeah.
I live with my mom, so I got a nice haircut and I was looking fresh.
Oh, okay.
So on the outside, nobody knew. It was
it was a falling structure with a new paint job.
exactly
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
It was like
But,
it was like renting a
But
trailer park
now you
house.
got good bones, but you just need
from the working out.
yeah.
Little facelift. I need a little haircut. Need a little shave. I'll
Need
be
some
I'll be
little
looking right
cucumber
as rain.
slices over your eyes. Yeah. For
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll have you looking like Tony Montana in no time.
See, well, and also you only saw my face, so you didn't see my emaciated ass like Skeletor body. I was really thin.
I wonder what your shoulders look like at that point. Because this guy has like knife blade shoulders. They're like pointed straight up and down. It's really strange. I wonder what they were looking like back then.
Have you seen those pictures of that guy on I think More Plates, More Dates guy might have covered it, but the dude was like, I worked out every part of my body except for my shoulders for like a year and a half. He's like, you can make yourself look like an Oblivion character.
Yeah.
Like you could
That's
see
literally me. That's
you could
literally
see
me.
his bones, and then he just had like biceps, and he had chest. He had like pecs, and then he just had like bone right here.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing in the world. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the end.